let me tell you about my vacation. What I was this past 2 weeks. And I got pictures to go with it. Look at that. That's me. Look at my face. It's just my hair. God, look at this man. Nice and shaven. Look at that, dude. I was ready. I cut my hair. I colored my hair. I hate planes. I don't know if anybody knows this. Flying is like literally one of my like top 5 fears. I hate planes. I can't stand it. It fucking terrifies me. And also, since I've been becoming older, I've become like way more aware of heights. I realized like how high you are when you're flying. Usually when you're flying, like, oh, whatever, you know, just like look down. It's like, oh, look how cool. Now I realized, holy fuck, we are so high up. This is terrifying. Let me tell you how we got here first. Because the first day is like the fucking a mess. Okay, the first day of vacation was a mess. And that's just like the only day I will go into detail about. The other days I'll just go past the pictures. Belgium, for those who don't know. Brussels. We need to get to Brussels first at like 9 in the morning. Get to Brussels via train. Took a while, but whatever. We're there. Then in Brussels, we take the shuttle bus to Charleroi. Down here. Because this is where our plane is. At this time, we already have like spent 3 hours, you know, traveling. Okay, great, love it. We arrive 3 hours beforehand, as you should, because then you log in, you check in, go through the gates, do on like they fucking, I don't know, they sexually harass you, you know the deal. And we're waiting in the funny gate. 4 o'clock, finally, right? We've been waiting for 2 hours, 3 hours. Finally, 4 o'clock, we can finally, you know, board the plane. Plane where? Plane where? So yeah, plane just didn't arrive. We had to wait for like an hour longer before we actually like even could just walk on the plane. You have to think we left at like 9 or something, and this is like 5 p.m. And this is just like this is still the same country. It's just boarding the plane, and we're already like fucking dead, dude. And here's another funny detail. What happened? We left the 29th of October, right? And guess what? The 29th of October apparently just happened to be the day that all of Scotland decided to go on a strike. All public transport just went on a strike. So that's useful. So the original plan was Charleroi, take the plane all the way up here to Edinburgh. And then we take a nice train all the way up here to Perth. And this was gonna be where we booked our first hotel. Because we booked all our hotels beforehand, right? We've got a hotel here in Perth and we got a hotel here in Inverness. So the plan was go to Edinburgh, take a little shuttle, the train, and that's it. No, that wasn't it, because they went on a strike. Literally the day we arrived. So now we gotta like figure out how public transport works in Scotland. I gotta say, this plane was actually kind of new, I think, and it was not bad. It was not bad. The fucking descent was kind of fucking terrifying because out of nowhere it went like, and it was just for no reason. Even I think because the guy the pilot has like press a button to like ping, you know, like oh fasten your seatbelts, like ping, and the moment like the bub started, it's like ping 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 ping, and I'm assuming the guy just, I don't know, lost his balance or something and he like hit it like multiple times. But it was fucking terrifying. Imagine you or me, already scared of planes, sitting there. Plane goes like boom, 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 boom. Suddenly the fasten seatbelts go like bing, 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 bing. At this point, I am fucking tired. Okay, we've been like on the road for 8 hours at this point. Then we arrive in Edinburgh Airport. There it is. Oh my god. Also, you can see it's already like dark because there's like an hour difference as well in Scotland. So it was like 1 hour back, but it was already dark. It was fucking weird. Only way we could actually figure out how the public transport works in Scotland was through Google Maps. Like, it was literally like just typing in, okay, for Edinburgh to Perth, what do we do? Because the actual app for like Stagecoach and like the actual public transport was like region locked. For some reason, Scotland's public transport app is region locked. That's great. Wow, that really helped us out because I think the airport is here somewhere. Yeah, here it is here. We had to take a bus up here somewhere. We had to change buses, and that bus would take us all the way up to where the fuck is it? Perth, up here. Okay, we are kind of hungry because it's kind of late. But no worries. We have an hour before our bus arrives, so we're looking for the Burger King because there was like on the map. It's like, oh, there's a Burger King here, right? This was our plan. We have planned everything out. We look and there's no Burger King. There's no Burger King. It just isn't there. It's just not there. Great. Then we figured out, oh my god, the Burger King is behind the security if you actually like check in. So no food. It's cold. It's dark. We have no idea where we are. Okay, wait for the bus. Apparently, in Scotland, they like to do a thing called queuing. I didn't know this until my girl told me about it, but we weren't like really, you know, used to the whole thing. And you're supposed to like queue for like public transport and like these weird, like just there's no like indications on the ground, but you're supposed to queue. And we didn't know, so we just stood there. And we just stood there in the middle of the road. And this guy kept us like, is this where the queue starts? And like, you know, me and my girlfriend's fucking insociable asses was just like, oh, yeah, sure. We were nowhere near the bus station, but this guy just asked us like, is this where the queue starts? There's already clearly a queue going to the bus stop. We were just like looking and seeing what's gonna happen. Like we were just like see what happens. But no, this guy was like, this is where the queue starts, and we say yes. So this guy starts queuing behind us, and the bus, of course, is too late. The bus is like an hour too late, because why not? Which already meant we were gonna miss our change, which is more problems for later. But because the bus is an hour late, guess what? The queue keeps growing. We're like in the middle of the airport, like it's just at the wrong spot. It's just the worst. There's a guy saying goodbye to like one of his friends. The guy behind me goes like, "Oi!" The queue starts here, right? It was like becoming like angry at this guy because he's not queuing because of us, because we were like just standing there. Oh my god, it almost became an altercation, but we were just sitting there like, oh fuck. Just waiting for this bus. We are tired. It's cold. We are hungry. Okay, we are like 10 hours. It's like 10 hours into our trip already. It's not a good start. Okay. Finally, this bus arrives. Fine, we were like scared, like holy shit, because we had to imagine you're just like in a strange country with like a bag, no idea where you are. It's dark, and there's like a strike going on all the public transport. Like you have no idea how anything works. Like do we have to buy tickets somewhere else? Like we were supposed to like get some information. There's no information. So finally, this bus arrives. An hour later, like thank God, we get on. Apparently in the UK, you buy tickets on the bus, which is something we also did in Belgium about 30 years ago. It's just, this is probably like a common theme throughout this whole trip. It's just, oh, this is cool. We did this thing, 20 years ago. For some reason, the UK is just like 20 years behind. It's insane. But whatever. And so we just, okay, we asked the guy, okay, we just want to go to Perth, I guess. And he just looked at us weird. And he's just like, okay, pay me this amount of money. I'm like, oh, okay. And we just go sit. Me and my girlfriend were like looking at our phone, because the only way we know like where to go is because of Google Maps. We have to like get off at like this weird a slip road. We have to get off at Slip Road somewhere. That's what it said. And I'm not gonna find it, I think, because we have no ID. So we're like, fuck it. Okay, we'll get off at Slip Road. Dude, we get off on Slip Road. There's nothing there. Okay, there is nothing there. It's like a highway, but the highway is like just not there. Like it's not finished. So it's just dark. There's no lights. There's like a forest behind us, a broken highway in front of us with like nobody on, and it's pitch black dark. And we're just standing there. Shit. What if the other bus doesn't come? What if this elusive fucking change, we had to like change buses, just doesn't arrive. So we're just standing there. But luckily, inside the little booth behind us, because there's a booth, was like a family of fucking 6 people. 4 children just like going crazy. The father was just looked like he'd given up on life. But me and my girlfriend, once again, intouchable as we are, we're not gonna ask for help. No, we're not gonna like fucking open our mouths and talk to people. Ducky. No, so we'll just wait. And then we got kinda like worried. Like, oh, this is dangerous. I say, okay, I'm sorry, can I ask you a question? And the guy just turns to me and he's like, "Aye, good man." I'm like, oh, okay, he's chipper. And we ask him like, oh, we're looking for this bus. And he's like, oh, the bus, you just missed it. Because our bus was so late, we just missed it. Well, do you know when that bus comes around? Like, when it comes around? And it's like, yeah, maybe in an hour. They don't know. Then a woman was like, you can take up like any bus, go a little bit further, and you can just wait there in like a big little booth to wait in. And we're like, okay, fuck, do we do it? Like, we have no ID. We jump on the next bus. There it is. Look how dark it is outside, by the way. We've been traveling for over 10 hours at this point, right? Look how dark it is. Luckily there's like a girl. There's like on the left here. There's like a girl in a little booth, and I ask her, okay, we're looking to go to Perth. Please tell me there's a bus. Please. And I'm assuming she's gonna like check the computer, check there's like any things. And she's like, no worries, let me check. And she just pulls out a clipboard with like just papers. And she like starts like rustling through the papers. And it's like, what the fuck is going? Like, why am I like back in 1999? Like, what is going on? And she's like, oh yeah, there's one more bus. There is one more bus in like the next 12 hours that actually goes to Perth. And we're like, okay, great. When is it? It's like in an hour. Like, fuck, another hour. We wait an hour. An hour and a half. 2 hours, dude. At this point, it's like 9. It's like, I think it's 10 p.m. at this point, almost. Not good. And then the bus actually arrives. It's like, oh my god. And we just sprint. Okay, we got all the bags. We get the fucking thing. We get the bus. We go to this guy. Okay, you go to Perth, right? And he looks at us and he says, yes, but I'm an hour behind on schedule. I have to go to Edinburgh first. This is like, this is that's the route I take. So, okay, wow. So we have to wait another hour before this guy comes back again. 10, 11 p.m. at this point. It's just, dude, we have been on the road for like 14 hours. But the bus actually, like the final bus actually arrives. We get on the bus and we get to Perth. Here's the funny part. The bus doesn't go up to our hotel. Oh, that would be too easy, would it be? That would be too easy. So this bus... So we put it here somewhere. It's here, I think, actually. Queensferry, somewhere here. It takes us all the way up to... Am I going right? Perth. Here we are. Takes us here to the center. That is not where we're gonna sleep. No, I would take a hotel at here. No, our hotel is all the way out here. the travel lodge. So we are here, and now we gotta find a bus that goes all the way over there. At this point, it's like raining and shit, and I think we find a bus somewhere, like a bus station somewhere here as well. Once again, like the final bus is like 11, 12 p.m. and we actually get here. Of course, we are uber hungry. Remember, we haven't eaten anything. And this is when we discovered Tesco. If there is one thing that is amazing about Scotland or like the UK, it's Tesco. Holy shit. I have never seen... Dude, this whole thing is a store. It's a massive fucking store. It's insane. I've never seen a store this big in my life. It's crazy. I loved it. And here is also where like probably my cringiest memory comes from this vacation. Because we are very tired, right? But we need food. What is the one thing they have on every hotel room? That's a kettle. Okay, so we need some food that you can just add water to and eat. Okay, so that's cup noodles. Dude, I walk into this Tesco, I'm like, what the fuck? Is this huge? Just like clothes and food. Like, who does that? But it's like midnight, and it's like I think it closes at midnight. It's like 10 minutes before midnight or something. And I walk up to this store clerk, you know, just fuck my social anxiety. Fuck it, I'll just do. And dude, in my sleep deprivation, this is what because I haven't spoken English at all today, except for like a couple of, like, you know, I'm not used to speaking English. It's all, I only speak English on stream. 99% of the day, I just speak Dutch, right? So I walk up to this lady, this old lady, like, who's like filling shelves. Say, excuse me. She's fucking, I don't know, she almost got a heart attack there, and it was scary because she was like old, just like gray hair and shit. And like, I get scared because she got scared, and I say, excuse me, do you... I can't believe I said this. Do you perchance know where the cup noodles are located? That is word for word what I said to this lady. Do you perchance know? She was like, what? Cup noodles? She didn't know what cup noodles were. And then my girlfriend was like, she was gonna help, right? She was like, oh, do you know where the Ike noodles are? Which is like a very specific brand that we only have like in Europe, in like Belgium, I think. I don't know. Oh my god, it was... But then we finally actually get to travel lodge. You know, it is what it is. It's just one room, bathroom, and it's not clean. It is what it is. We just get like a cheap thing. I can actually show you. It's like 30 euros a night. You get what you pay for. And what we paid for is something else. Is breakfast. Yes, this funny travel lodge. You know, funny little servers where they give you breakfast boxes. And this is my first interaction with British cuisine. Because Scotland is not any better than England. It's all British. Who cares? And let me show you. There it is. That's my lovely, lovely breakfast that I will be eating for the next 4 days. We've got cornflakes. No taste cornflakes. Why would it? You know, it's just dry ass cornflakes. We did get some milk with it. Some very nice lukewarm milk. And then of course a little chocolate, what do you call it? Chocolate bread with all the tastes of uncooked potatoes. Whatever. We just need food to like get started in the day, right? Another thing that was kind of nice was this little orange juice box. That was nice. Take it with us. Then there is this thing. This. And it's called a flapjack. An oat bar. You're like, oh, it's like a cereal bar, you know, good for energy or something. Put it in the backpack, and you know, here comes the hour. We know we're walking somewhere, and to eat the flapjack. Thank God, we were like, it's kind of weird. Let's just share one. Let's just, you know, break one in the middle, and just, this is the most vile. What is this? I cannot describe what I put in my mouth back then. I have blacked out. I don't know what it is. It was a sticky, wet bar that somehow sucked all the saliva out of your mouth the second your tongue touched it, while like tasting like rotten oranges and I don't know, rain. It was disgusting, dude. And that's not the last disgusting thing we ate. Oh my god. There's one thing I've come to know throughout this trip. Me and my girlfriend were like, holy shit, the food here is absolutely revolting. Like, there's stereotypes, there's memes, right? Like, oh, guess what? They're all true. Now, I won't go over the next days in detail because they were all fine. Basically, our plan was we booked our hotel and we were going to use public transport to just visit smaller cities outside, like next to Perth, and then come back, do the same thing in Inverness. I'm not going to show you like where we all went because it's just going to take way too long. I can show you some pictures. I think the first place we went to was Crieff. A lovely picture. Look at this. Very excited. As you can see, the spirits are high. I asked on Twitter, like, oh, what do you think the boys excited about? It was just a dog. There was a dog. There's a very cute dog there, and look at me. Look how happy I am to see the dog. All right. I've got more pictures of me because my girlfriend just put pictures of me. Look at that. Look at this smooth motherfucker walking up to you. Look at this. This is basically what we do every day. Just like, you know, walk around in nature and then just visit the little city at the end as well. Speaking of nature, look at this, dude. Look at this. And this is also the day where we have to get our first lunch. First lunch means, you guessed it, more British food. So this was in this little city, there was like nothing. It was nothing. It was like one or two decent stores. This is like the best looking one of them. There we go. This is, my girlfriend got a baked potato. I got some ham, I guess. Look at this, dude. You can make fun of my cooking all you want, but at least I cook my food. Like, what is this? This is also when we realized, like, oh my god, it's not just a flapjack. It's just the whole culinary state of this country. I swear, there's better food. We went to restaurants. Oh, don't you worry, we went to restaurants. I've seen your better food. They too. You can't see it, but down here, this thing is like almost a 200-meter incline in steepness. It would just go up. But like next to us, it wouldn't go up. So it was just like an 80-meter fucking just drop next to us with like no railings or like anything. And it was fucking terrifying. This is also one of the 2 days it actually was like raining like very hard. And it was just like steep. It was raining. It was slippery. And it was like a big drop. It was scary as fuck, dude. It was scary. But don't worry, because bam! Why am I built like Elon Musk in this picture? Look at this thing, dude. Holy shit. Look at that. Conquering Scotland one bridge at a time. And then, of course, we have this beautiful picture my girlfriend took. This is Jojo post number 1. You'll see it throughout the pictures. I move weirdly. I don't know why. I never noticed until my girlfriend took pictures of me. But yeah, there I am, pointing at something. I don't know. with all the fucking flair of Jack Sparrow himself. I don't know what I was pointing at. Also, I don't know why pointing just made my like chin just dissolve into nothingness. But, you know. Next up, of course, take a selfie. We gotta take a selfie with me and the girlfriend, right? It had to be done. There it is. As you can see, it was raining very hard, so you know, get some rainy droplets on my glasses. And then there's my girlfriend. Very nice. Now you can all stop asking me about my girlfriend's face reveal, because there it is. Over the reveal. On the same bridge I conquered. Of course, I conquered, made sure it was safe first, and you know, then she went on there. Look at that. Jojo post number 2. I don't know why I did this. I guess I was just posing for the picture, but I gotta say, that's a good pose. I'm not gonna explain anything. Everything you need to know is right there. And then, of course, you know I had to do it too. I had to. I also noticed something like while you know, looking for pictures. Dude, look at my hand. I am grasping my own hand, like, for dear life. What? I'm squeezing the life out of my own hand. I don't know why. Once again, I pointed at something. There must have been something very interesting over there. I look like a toddler who's like, ice cream! Don't mind me. Don't look at me. Just look at the picture. Look how cool this forest looks. There's a lot of downsides to the UK, but the plus size, the landscapes are just so amazing. Like, I just love the nature there. It's so sick. And then we actually ate our first decent thing in the UK. We had to wait for our bus for like 2 hours. So I ordered Biscoff cake. I didn't know what the fuck Biscoff was. Apparently it's just speculaas. I didn't, that's such a different word in English and Dutch. Biscoff. But it was very nice. Also very good tea. Probably like the best tea we've had all of the UK. And then I think this is the last day in Perth. When we went to Pitlochry, which is pretty well known for like being very touristy and very pretty. Look at this. That's just a random ass Jojo post number 15. I'm gonna edit every single one of these with just like a stand behind me. I swear to God. And then we've got the other side of the dam, of course. Probably, I think this is probably like one of the nicest pictures I took this vacation. And there's like some funny danger of drowning. I don't know, I thought it was funny. Also this one. Please note that any love vlogs placed on the bridge will be removed. And then of course, this funny bridge. I had to do it too. Also a lot of sheep in Scotland. By the way, this is Pitlochry. Very pretty, right? It's just very, very pretty. It was very touristy as well. But like I said, it is not the high season because it was like autumn, so it was just very nice to be in. But the train, because I think we believe we're going to take the train back instead of the bus. So we had to wait for the train for like an hour or two. So we decided to just randomly walk into a road. First of all, gorgeous picture taken by yours truly. And we walked down this road, and that's where we saw this. Out of nowhere was this huge fucking building, which apparently is a hotel. But it was just this massive, like, I think we can say it's a proper castle, right? That's a proper castle. It's like a hotel apparently. It's kind of hard to capture depth and just size and girth on picture. Same for like the landscapes and stuff. It's kind of hard to capture it, but it was, wow, it was amazing. And this is when this is waiting on the station. Look at this, dude. Come on. This is not a Windows background. This is me taking a picture. Look at this. And then we came home. Good old Scottish weather. But we did have some time, finally, to go to a restaurant. And this is where like the last hope of getting any decent food in this country went to die. This was like it was not very expensive, but it was expensive. It was like 20 to 30 pounds for a steak and stuff. So it was not like cheap, but it wasn't expensive. It was crazy expensive. I'm hungry. So I tell my girlfriend, okay, we're here for like a restaurant, we're here for the whole deal. Let's do a 3-course meal. Let's do all of it. My girlfriend's like, I'm not kind of hungry. I'm not really hungry. I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's share a starter. Okay, let's get some calamares. There we go. That's calamares. That was £7. It's like 10 euros. It was okay. Everything. I wish I took a picture. I wish I took a picture of the menu. But everything on the menu is like, there's this 80-ounce sirloin Highland steak with a side of triple fried chips. I'm like, oh my god, this sounds good. Let me tell you, the thing they put on my plate right here looks kind of sad, but it looks okay, right? It looks okay. I was hoping it would be actual chips, because it's like it said like chips and or fries. I was like, okay, so chips are actually like, you know, like crisps, right? But no, it was just undercooked mashed potatoes, like put in the oven for like 5 seconds. Amazing. Then this piece of meat, let me tell you, this piece of meat had more fibers in it than Albran and Brinta combined. I swear to God, this thing was inedible. It was just a chew toy. It was crazy. I thought I was eating plastic with fucking ropes, like fucking melted into it. It was insane. I have no idea how it looked so okay from the outside. It was, look at the knife. This knife was like blunt after I was done with this thing, okay? I ate all of it. And let me tell you, it was just, at the end I just swallowed it. It was, there's no point in chewing. I just swallowed it. Stop and pull it. This, you would probably have like a better result using this than Kevlar. I swear to God. And then she was like, dude, they had the audacity to like, oh, would you like some sauce? We've got, you know, like some pepper sauce, béarnaise. Like, oh my God, I fucking love béarnaise sauce. Hit me up. This thing could be described in many ways. Béarnaise was not one of them. Water with pickles in it. That's one way to describe it. Soppy disappointment. Keep in mind, this was like almost 30 pounds. Which is like 36 euros. Which is like almost $40. I knew the food was bad, but I had hope somehow. Also, my girlfriend, remember like her beer battered fish with a side of chips and yeah, you know what she got? She she got, they just put a whole ass fish on that. They took that fish by its head, dunked it in the fryer, and gave it. And let me tell you, she was like eating it and she just looked at me and was like, okay, this thing has just no taste. It's just nothing. And this is something I've noticed with like most cuisine, if you want to call it that, in UK. It's just, does it supply the nutrients for you to keep living? Then it's food. You know, that's the way a baby would make like food. Like, okay, this is edible. This is edible. Put it together. Put some water on it. There we go. That's just, get it in there. No joke. The best thing we had all night there was this fucking appetizer. I am just angry at this. I'm just angry at this point because I'm spending a lot of money. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get dessert. I need some way to fix this. And once again, as an idiot, I got distracted by the flowery English, you know, way of saying things like, oh my God, there's a cheesecake riddle with an array of fruits and just, you know, fucking freshly dropped from the angel's garden themselves. Oh my God, this is gonna be amazing. Fuck, let's go. Let's get it. That's what I got. I got the £1 cheesecake. The Tesco cheesecake with like half a strawberry and God knows what this is. And then my girlfriend, like, she didn't want a dessert. She didn't want it. And I was like, dude, you have to get it. Like, this is like one time I'm gonna get a restaurant. Like, it's cup noodles from here on out. Because fuck this food, right? And I like push, like, you have to get it. Okay, so like, fuck it. I'll get a dessert. Because there's like one thing she like was really interested in. It was like the Black Forest chocolate flower pot. Once again, just texts of just a dark mousse, like chocolate mousse, filled with brownies and chocolate chips. You know, like all the flour, like edible flowers and just fruits and just colors and just absolute. Oh my God! Convince you to get it, like, you know, chase your dreams, girl. Just get it, you know. This was £12, by the way. The waitress, she came up and she like put it on the table and she was like so proud of it. She was like, oh, and you can eat. She's like, you can eat the flower pot. Ah, thanks. At this point, like, I was like, okay, I should not expect anything food-wise from this country. And we didn't, because remember, you know, next morning, breakfast box. Remember the breakfast box? We are moving on. We are going away from here, okay? We are moving on. We are taking the train from Perth here. We're on the train station. All the way up. All the way up. All the way up. Woo! All the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Past my favorite town, by the way. King Hussy. Is it this far? Nope, it was right. It was right. It's all the way up here. Inverness. We met like a guy who on the bus station like started talking. It was like very nice. And he's like, oh, where are we going next? And like, oh, we're going to Inverness. He's like, oh, Inverness. Oh, that's cold. And we're like, what do you mean that's cold? Because I didn't realize how much further north Inverness is from Perth. It's like above Denmark. It's like, you know, almost Norway. And we arrived in Inverness. It was freezing. It was 8 degrees. If that. It was insane. But, you know, that was fine because that's not a big deal. Because look at this. Our new hotel room had sex life. Okay, first of all, this hotel, we were staying here for like 6 or 7 days. It was longer than in Perth. So like, fuck it, we'll get a little nicer hotel. Like, it was a little bit more expensive, and it shows. It was very nice. It was way better. It was way better. Bigger TV, bigger beds, cleaner walls, and it's got, you know, the fancy purple lights. And what's more, actual breakfast, dude. Oh my god, it's just toast. It's just toast and butter. Believe me when I tell you, the toast and butter was like fucking 15 angels pissing in my mouth compared to the fucking dreadful breakfast box we got before, okay? And also, I discovered this thing. I fell in love with this little thing here, which is, if you're wondering what this is, imagine you have dough. Yeah? That's it. It's dough. It's just an uncooked piece of bread. It hasn't, like, risen, hasn't set. It's just a thick brick of dough. And I love it. This is like food I would give prisoners to like just like fill them up. And you will see, I loved it, dude. This is like literally the best thing in all of the British cuisine. I get this every single day. First day we're like, okay, let's take it easy. Let's, you know, because we are tired from like walking. We did like around 17k. We like averaged around 70k steps a day, which for somebody who usually fucking averages around 50, that was kind of heavy. So we're like, okay, let's just be chill. Let's just visit the city. We went to this little thing here, like a little it's called Leakey's bookstore. My girlfriend wanted to go there. And it's cool, dude. Look at this. It's like all super old books. These are the books were 100 years old. It's really cool. Like, look at these books. It took a bit long for my girlfriend to like explore everything because she couldn't look over the. It was too small to look over the shelves. So, you know, it took just like a little maze for her. It's kind of funny. I did some more stuff. We just like walked around the city. And at the end of the day, we walked more than 15,000 steps again because we like visited the whole city. And then around 5 o'clock, it became dark. Completely. It was just, once again, just look at this. It was pitch black dark. I don't know. I know Belgium is like one of the most lit countries in all of the world. Because like, there's just like lights everywhere. But dude, it's just black. Fellas, go ahead. You know, it's 1 more kilometer to the hotel. Go. But then, of course, breakfast. As you can see, I leveled up, fellas. Look at that. I got myself a little chocolate bread. Oh, there's also like salted butter everywhere, which I love. And I got myself, once again, one of these prison food type thingies. And some toast. And I also got some orange juice. Look at this dude, eating like a king. My girlfriend got like pancakes and fruit, because she eats fruit. Like an idiot. And I believe this day... Oh, we went to Stratpeffer. Right. I don't know why she took pictures. I was just walking up the fucking the mountain road, and she took pictures. Look at me. Absolutely enjoying the moment. And also, it was kind of raining, but it was also very, very sunny out. So what does that mean? Rainbow! We didn't know this rainbow. Oh, by the way, this is like... Look at this. Look at this view, dude. Once again, it doesn't really show very well on picture, but when you're standing there, these mountains are like way closer and way higher than they look on picture. Like, they were literally, like, it felt like, oh my god, I'm like inside the mountains. On picture, it just looks like shit. But yeah, this was absolutely breathtaking. Also, you can see on the right side, you can see the rain. On the left side, you can see the sun. Which means rainbow. Double rainbow. Oh my god. Also, there's a massive fucking rainbow. I couldn't even get it on all in one picture. Look at that. Just put me down there. Just put a house down right there, and I'm good. Leave me alone. Clearly, my girlfriend's phone takes better pictures. Okay, that is me, by the way. Dude, look at this. You could actually see the purple in the rainbow. It's insane. There's, of course, also the famous picture of me conquering Scotland. There it is. In all style and elegance you've come to expect from me. Oh, there's one more thing. We saw little dogs. Look. They were so fucking cute. We walked past them, they were like barking like crazy. They were barking like crazy, but no matter how much they barked and how close we got, they would not move. They would not move from their spots. They wouldn't go back, they wouldn't come to us. They would just sit there and bark, and it was the most adorable thing ever. And I'm sad I didn't like put it on video. They were so cute. I love them. And then we figured out we can just order food. We can just order food to the room. I've eaten the best meal I've eaten in weeks. Burger King. We ordered Burger King on our to our hotel room, and we watched TV while eating Burger King. And dude, I was in Scotland in the mountains, and I never felt more American. I was watching Family Guy while eating Burger King. For some reason, I don't know why, but the UK loves Family Guy. It's on TV. There's like a channel dedicated to Family Guy. It's crazy. Family Guy and The Big Bang Theory. It's like the two things that's always on TV. Always. And no joke, this was the best food I've eaten, like, the past 2 weeks. One thing we figured out is, holy shit, dips are fucking free in the UK. We have to pay, like, almost €1 for these things. So yeah, we just... and then the next day, we just were fucking tired. We literally just slept the whole day. Like, oh fuck, it's late at night. You know, this is our day off. What do we do? Oh, I'll tell you what we do. We ordered McDonald's. We ate McDonald's 3 days, almost 5 days in a row. I am not joking when I tell you this is the best food we've eaten like our whole vacation long. It is so sad. We ate a bag as well. We were hungry, alright? You understand? I had to live off fucking flapjacks and just Kevlar graded, like military grade steaks. Okay, it was awful. And then there's our like last day in Scotland, and we visited like this very cool cemetery mountain. Basically, that's me. Considering it, and my girlfriend took like one of the most badass pictures ever, you know? Me just walking up. I mean, the signs are there, what can I say? I don't know what's wrong with my center of gravity that makes me go like this, but, you know. I put this picture in because what the fuck's wrong with me? Can somebody tell me why I'm shaped like that? Why does my arm start here and my leg go there? Where's my shoulder? And then we visited the one place I really want to visit, which was the botanical garden, which we also visited like 5 years ago when we came here as well. And it's just still as pretty. Like, look at this, dude. It's just nice. It's like a very small garden with like a couple of greenhouses. It was just very nice. And then for our last, we just walked around the Premier Inn hotel. We just walked around a little bit. Actually, I'm an idiot. There's one more day. There's one more day. No. Because guess what? More McDonald's, baby. Also, I realized McDonald's can be good. Oh my god. We don't have, okay, in Belgium, we don't have the quarter pounder, where it's just like meat and cheese, and that was so good. Like, it was actually such a good burger. Like, it was like no joke, it was a good burger. And I think this time, yeah, I tried the McCrisp. It was like okay. We don't have that. To us, Big Mac is the default. Like my girlfriend, you know, she's afraid of change, so there she goes. And then the next morning, we were like, fuck it, we're gonna steal from the hotel, because we didn't buy because you can either buy just the breakfast, or you can buy hot breakfast. But hot breakfast is just like a buffet. Like, you just like go and get it. So we're like, fuck it, let's go get it. It tastes the way it looks, let me tell you. Also, hash browns. We've talked about hash browns before on this channel. I didn't know they were that. Like I told you before, I thought they were like space cakes. I thought it was like, you know, wheat brownies. Hash is wheat, brown is brownie. It's none of that. It's disgusting is what it is. It's snot. It's goop with fucking pieces in it. It's disgusting. I felt like I was like eating somebody's like lukewarm snot. It was disgusting. I hated it. The eggs were eggs. And then this is our final day. It was just another Drumnadrochit, a little city we visited before. Very nice. Didn't take many pictures, but I did eat the first tasty thing that was actually felt kind of British this whole trip long. It was this meringue lemon cheesecake and like some weird like small little shop in a cute little town, and this was tasty, boys. Yes, there was actually a tasty thing in the UK, in Scotland. It was actually good. I liked it. Then we took a 4-hour train back all the way to Edinburgh, and actually like the you know, remember, like, you know, the going to Scotland part was just atrocious. Going back to Belgium was actually very nice, and we just arrived safely in one piece back to Belgium. Almost not safely. Everything went fine. Once again, I told you I'm fucking terrified of flying. Everything was fine. Everything went very nice. Sometimes it sounded like the motors just like shut off, like the engines just like okay, that's not good, but we were fine. And then we were landing, and I was like, okay, we are very close to the ground, and we are still going very fast, because, you know, of course you go fast in a plane, but by the time you land, it's not going so fast anymore. We came down, boom. Guess what? We bounced back up. You saw everybody just like the moment we like bounced back up, you saw everybody just like grabbing their chair, just like sitting up straight, like shit. Came down again, way too, like you could just tell it was going way too fast. We were just sweating, just sitting. It was in the end we survived. It was fine. We survived. Look at that. Okay. I just hate planes. Before the Rona, I used to like travel like once, sometimes even like twice a year with my family or just with my girlfriend. And fuck, I missed it. I didn't realize how much I missed traveling. It's just seeing different places, eating different foods, how shitty they may be, experiencing different cultures is so great. It's so interesting. And like, no joke, it made me kinda want to visit the USA. Kinda, because I was like, damn, dude, it's so different. Even though like it's so similar to us, like it's just white people, but it's so different. I'm kind of interested to see like how, you know, how much the USA also changes on like you know, it's different on like a very subtle level. I'd love to do that, but that's just the biggest issue is money. Obviously, money is just, this was a very expensive trip. I think we both spent more than 1,000 in total. It's like around 1,000, probably a little bit more. If I save up enough money, I'd love to visit the USA. I love if it's like, you know, or like Canada, maybe Canada. I just think the US, I'm just scared of the US, but I feel like it's something I should have at least experience once, right? I don't know. Could be cool. Yeah, that's it.